I am the second NBA player to host this award show, which is kind of crazy to think about. LeBron James, he hosted this award show back in 2007 after losing in the NBA Finals. So yes, you guessed it. This feels better. This feels.
Hit it again.
Second NBA player to host this award show, which is kind of crazy to think about. LeBron James, he hosted this award show back in 2007 after losing in the NBA Finals. So yes, you guessed it. This feels better. This feels better.
Oh, it does feel better when you're better. You done did this whole man's career in less time. Steph Curry is more famous than LeBron James. That's right. It's been his league since 2015. We are living in the Steph Curry era. For all the LeBron James fans out there, when has it been the LeBron James era? When was the LeBron James era? LeBron came in the league in 2003. So at that time, that was the Kobe era. Lakers were dominant. Spurs was winning. It's the Kobe era. LeBron wasn't mentioned. All those years. Then came the bad boy Pistons. Then after that came a whole nother era. It was the Kobe era. They tried to put Kobe on the shelf. It was still his era. Yeah, D-Wade come up, but still, the era he was living in was the Kobe era. Even when the Big Three in Boston won, it was the Kobe era. Kobe held it all the way down until 2011. Y'all were the Big Three in Miami. Then it was getting ready to be the LeBron era. They were ready to pass the torch to LeBron James. It was now going to be his time, his era. No longer the sideshow. He was ready to take center stage. They go to the finals. They lose to Dirk Nowitzki. 2012, they're the number one team. They win it. And right after that, you're living in the LeBron James era. Right? How long did that last? That's 2012. So you got 2012, 2013, 2014. So for 3 years, that was the LeBron James era. 3 years. Out of 20? 2015? Steph Curry era. And he ain't looked back. As it stands right now, LeBron has played 19 seasons. Steph Curry has played 13. He's played 6 more seasons than Steph Curry, and Steph Curry has already eclipsed you. Eclipsed you. Now, LeBron James, they would say, oh, he's a better defender. I wouldn't say that. You know, Steph Curry led the league in steals. LeBron led the league in assists one year. Steph Curry was scoring champ 2 years in a row. LeBron was only a scoring champ once in his whole career. But all those are just statistics. Impact of the game. Transcending the game. LeBron James transcended the game in a short span. The way he plays the game is dead and gone. The whole NBA has transformed into the Steph Curry way of playing basketball. Movement. It's more 3-oriented. Shooting from long distance. To LeBron, it's conforming his game to play like Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry is only about 800 steals away from LeBron, which isn't a lot. LeBron has played 1,300 games. Steph has played about 800 games. Field goal percentage, LeBron is only at 50%. Steph is at 47%. While LeBron shoots 34% from 3, Steph shoots 42%. He's a 90% free throw shooter. LeBron James shoots at a measly 73%. LeBron's best was in 2006, where he averaged 31 points per game, where he lost the NBA Finals. Steph Curry was in 2021, where he averaged 32 points a game. Right? Then, rebounds per game. The highest year was 2021 for Steph, where he averaged almost 6 rebounds a game. LeBron's best rebound year was in 2018, where he averaged 8. 8. Now, what is this telling you? LeBron's, when he averaged 2.2 steals per game, that was in 2005? 2005. Right? Now, playoff stats. Steph is averaging 26 a game. LeBron's averaging 28. He's averaging 9 rebounds in the playoffs. Steph averages about 6. He averages about 6 assists a game. LeBron averaged about 7. They average the same steals, and even in blocks, they're almost the same. So when you look at the playoff numbers, LeBron seems to dip, or Steph pretty much stays the same or does better. So that means in these situations, they actually increase. They actually go up. As LeBron James, the majority of his stats was about 10, 13 years ago, where he was at his prime. He was in the best in his career, best in his life, best of everything. Right? Now, if you look at these teams playing against each other, Steph Curry has a higher winning percentage than LeBron James when they go against each other. Now, if you look at the games, the whole nine, I really think that having this discord between players as far as who's the best, who has more wins, who has more losses, that that doesn't really do it for me. Like that don't really mean anything. I'm thinking that when you look at Steph Curry, you're looking at an entirely different like layout. You're looking at a player. I mean, that whole thing he said was just all in fun and games. He's just happy to be hosting. But I'm just saying, if you look at it, he's done LeBron James' whole career in less than 6 years less. He's got a better career than LeBron James already. If you look at LeBron's career for 20 years, look at Steph's right now. From 2015 till now, in counting, we're living in the Steph Curry era. All these young players, the Ja Morants, the Trey Youngs, they grew up watching Steph. Steph is who they modeled their game after. This is their guy. The LeBron era was so short. It was like a window that came and went. He's not won a championship since 2016, meaning legit, and no bubble. So he's been 10 times to the NBA Finals, right? I won't count the bubble, so he's 3-9. Out of 9 tries, he's only won 3 times. So that's just the way I see it. Other people have you know, their ideals. on who should be better, who's the best player they think, and all this stuff. I look at it from a different perspective altogether. I look at who has the better skill set, who's the better player all around, and it's clearly Steph Curry. Well, Steph is so good, they don't want to put him on the free throw line. See, that's what happens when you're a good free throw shooter. They don't want to put you on the line. They know you're going to make both. The chances of you missing one is very far few and in between. Now LeBron, it's like a 50-50 shot that he hits both free throws. So putting him on the line doesn't guarantee two free throws. So he's more reluctant to get to get fouled and go to the line, as opposed to a Steph Curry who they don't like to give calls to unless they need him to go to the line for something, because that's almost a guaranteed 2 points. Now, there have been plenty of times where other players have made decisions based on you know all of these different analogies, but transcending the game, Steph Curry has beaten him. That's just it. That's just it. They seem to give Steph more credit with his 4 championships than they would LeBron James, because he's got his 4 championships. One, there's no asterisk by his championships. He's got them all in the same team that drafted him. LeBron got 4 from 3 different teams, if you count the bubble. LeBron is going to pass the total points and everything else, and it's not going to make a difference. You know why? Because the face of the league is still Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the all-time three-point shooting champion more than everybody else. They are all doing this. Now, everyone says, well, he's had better teams than LeBron James. LeBron is that man. He got to get it done. You think Jordan didn't play against teams that were better or had better than the Bulls? that the Bulls was just a better team. They had Michael Jordan. The Phoenix Suns had way more talent than the Chicago Bulls and should have won that series. They just didn't know how to do it. That was their first year playing together. And they just had a remarkable year. They just added Charles Barkley. So that's how that went. Career-wise, he's 15-7 against LeBron James. Against LeBron James, and most of their victories came when you know I think Steph Curry wasn't even there. Like they played, I think in the NBA Finals or something. They're like 15-7 in the NBA Finals against LeBron James. So he has 15 losses against Steph Curry in the NBA Finals. That's terrible. Now, if you start looking at the total matchup with regular season, then it balances out different. So the matchup is 24 for Steph Curry, 18 for LeBron. Like they won one more regular season game more than Steph Curry, because this goes back to when Steph Curry and them just started their career. But it's neither here nor there. Then they had a play-in game in which they won by luck, but they won. They didn't have a full team, but neither they won. So LeBron and the Lakers got that win. Now the matchup is 24-18. Well, is that Gilbert Arena still going on? Man, what is wrong with this guy? Mm-mm-mm. This here is crazy. Now, one more again. Sorry about that pause. We're going to let old Steph tell you one more time, in case you guys didn't hear it, cracking jokes at Bron's behest as he hosts the ESPYs. Only the second athlete to ever do it.
I am the second NBA player to host this award show, which is kind of crazy to think about. LeBron James, he hosted this award show back in 2007 after losing in the NBA Finals. So yes, you guessed it. This feels better. This feels better.
I love it. Because, you know, he always the laid back, quiet guy. It's like, dude, you the king. Take your crown. Show the people of the world why you the best. Got more basketball IQ in one finger than LeBron got in his whole body. So anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be alright. He suck right. LeBron James voice. Follow the banner. Don't forget to hit the Cash App up, which is KARCENO. Thanks for all the super chats. I appreciate it. The Patreon's on fire. Learn about Gilbert Arenas and Richard Jefferson on the Patreon right now. I'm out.